Welcome back to GingerMan Raceway in the 10th anniversary of GridLife Midwest. It is a sold-out crowd and a sold-out field here for the 10th showing of GridLife Midwest Festival. Kyle Heyer alongside Chris Stewart. Jared Nanda is going to sit in my spot and take over my job for a little bit, but I'm going to pass it along here to Chris. Chris, co-founder here at GridLife and creative director. This is a very special event for all of us here. I said yesterday that it's not Daytona, it's not the world center of racing, but it is the center of our world here at GingerMan Raceway.
No, that's absolutely correct. I mean, this is, home to us. We've been doing events here for almost 20 years, and GridLife, events under the GridLife banner, this being the 10th year, and I was just talking to Ryan Turk a minute ago about, he came out to 2015, he was one of the first communities. It's just motorsports, at its core.
Yep. And we're seeing quite a few talented drivers out there, a few personalities. JTP, Justin Pollock, rocking the Falcon livery. Falcon, the official tire of GridLife Track Battle. Behind him, you see TJ Hunt. Also seeing Insta Grant out there. Grant is shredding around, and his car hurts my eyes. The pink wheels on the red, it's like that Dodge Neon that had that purple badge on the red. It just hurts my eyes. And I told him, I'm like, white, let's do something else. There's Nick Swan waving him on. I feel like this is TSA pre-check on the left. Yeah. That's your standard security on the right. So they got pre-check, they got clear.
We got some global services up in there, that's for sure. But that's kind of the thing. It's like the place where you can go and you can, everyone kind of just gels together, and you can drive with like your heroes and all that, It's just all about bringing everyone together and having a good time.
That's what I like too. Is you get some of these pro-am, just these thrashing drivers, they get to drive with some of their heroes. I mean, we have multiple championships between Chris Forsberg, 3-time, Vaughn Gittin Jr., 2-time, James Dean, 3-time, Chelsea Denofa, no time. Between those four drivers, you get eight championships. Chelsea not contributing at all, but he's still a great driver. I like to rib him.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have the same relationship to be able to do that. But,
no, I will do that. I will also 100% do this.
I'm pretty neutral in most things. I think it looks like we're still kind of cleaning up a couple things from the last GLTC race. Was a little bit of an off in turn 10.
Been quite a few offs and a lot of
I think
flags out here
we talk about GingerMan Raceway, right? GingerMan Raceway being the home base for us. It's the home base for a lot of these drivers too, and also it's a deceptively challenging track because of its kind of a reputation for safety. So we often reference it as like, oh, GingerMan's the 11/10th track, right? We can tell these drivers to kind of chill it out, and here we go.
Hey, let's go. JTP, Justin Pollock out there seeing Vital Focus Victoria up in the grill.
Yeah.
There we are, riding shotgun with JTP, now living in Utah. He hung up his helmet in the Formula Drift Championship, but he's out here, his pops is out here, his wife and son Jackson can start ripping.
Yeah, I mean, home track for JTP too, you know?
Like, boy.
Woo, RTR boys.
Yep, James, Chelsea, Vaughn Gittin Jr. What do you think of the new Mustang?
I'm into it.
Yeah?
I'm into it. It's kind of the last of the pony cars across the board. I love that they're keeping it going. I think everything that RTR is doing with it is dope. Yep. They're really, RTR and Vaughn always puts the right touches on that car.
Yeah. No, they did a good job. I had the pleasure of debuting that all-new 2024 Mustang in Detroit last year, and that was awesome. And having some words with Jim Farley and Henry Ford III. And Farley was intended to host that, but he was in Vegas. But he made the debut, and he says, "I'm not going to miss this. This could potentially be the last combustion engine Ford Mustang." Yeah, look at that triple again.
So I saw Rad Dan coming in behind him, and that's what it's about, just throwing it down, having a good time. Road course drifting, I love it. It's my favorite, and I'm kind of a road course nerd, race car nerd, but
oh boy. Oh, is that Scuds?
Different Mustang.
Oh, no, that's not Scud. Scud Larrick got the Detroit Drifting Company. Scud Larrick, that's his shop, and I know you're going to be out in Detroit in a couple of weeks.
That's right. Yeah, we're going to be hosting the Hot Wheels Tour for the first time. Really
Legends.
About that. Hot Wheels Legends. Hot Wheels Legends
there
Tour.
You go.
Yeah. Getting coached up by the pro. Getting coached up by the
Parker,
pro.
are you calling my son right now?
Yeah, I'm going to call your son.
Yeah, call him. He'll give you some advice.
Yeah, give me some tips.
Yeah, no, Hot Wheels Legends Tour has been activation over the last 5 years, celebrating all things Hot Wheels over the last since celebrating 50 years, and Chris Stewart here is going to make his way to Detroit, where he's originally from, but Midwest Chris, spread the love.
I guess that's it. There's
TJ Hunt. TJ Hunt, his livery design.
Yeah, confetti Valvoline.
The Zwart.
Yeah,
that's Zwart designed.
Yeah, that's been teased to me quite a bit from Patrick over at Valvoline.
Yep.
He's, they're all really excited about how that turned out. I think it looks awesome.
See Alex Jager out there. Ooh, way off. I believe that's Gabby. I believe that's Gabby, the red BF Goodrich. Didn't see a lot of dust there. JTP on that first turn. What's the most exciting turn do you think? And two questions. What's the most exciting turn to watch drifting? To have you been in a drift car ripping around as Gabby gets lapped?
So, I mean, turn 1, 2 is the heater, right? You're coming off the front straight. You're going full blast in. You're sending it deep. That's where the backies happen. That's where the big trains start.
Yep.
Turn 1, 2, it's where all the people are.
Yep.
Turn 3, that's a banger too.
Yep.
Going into turn 3, little kink is 4, 5, 6. So
what
all
are we looking
that.
at here? That's like 3 into 4, correct?
Now I'm lost.
Yes, that's up the hill. The grandstands over here.
Yep.
Right.
3 into 4. Yep.
Yeah. How long is the overall course again?
2.2 miles, I believe.
It's pretty lengthy.
Yeah.
So a lot of these guys, they have trouble. They'll overheat. It's a long one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's interesting because I see drift cars. They kind of shut it down. They start kind of just cruising. Like Saturday night. On the strip. Like this is moving pretty sluggish. I think they're coming back up to Swan. But yeah. So here, well, now we're coming around.
Front straight.
We're coming around turn 11. So there looks like these cats are setting up for a train.
Reese Conklin bringing in the caboose. Reese Conklin just 16
I'm stoked
years
to have
old.
him out. He's just so much energy, super amped. Here we go.
Sweetheart of a kid. Is that Bystrap?
Yeah, get it, dude.
I don't know if that might be Dustin Miles. I know that's Dustin Miles. Solid train, good.
I mean,
keeping it safe, keeping it corner.
You can't beat that turn 1, 2 combo.
No, you're right. Yeah, that sweeper, because you can pin it. You really can't go too fast into that, like you said, the sweeper.
I mean, some of these drivers can go pretty fast.
Oh, we got off. We got another off here.
Keep it clean, guys. Come on.
All right. I saw Ryan Turk walking through the pits. I believe he's going to focus on trying to get that Formula Super up.
Oh, I think he's waiting on an intake for that. So I just talked to him briefly about it. So sounds like that thing might be down for the weekend. He really wants to drive it. I know that Turk transitioning from drift and then building that car and then building that focus on time attack. He really got to stretch its legs in Connecticut. And I was talking to him, at the Circuit Legends event, and he's like, I'm just loving the nuance, dialing it in and tweaking it, and a whole nother level of same application, but just a little bit different discipline. It's like algebra to geometry.
I'm terrible at math.
Wait,
there's letters in math,
yeah.
right? It's like a beautiful mind. You start seeing the things floating in the sky. But I was talking with Cerise about that earlier. Your boy Robert Thorne making his introduction to Formula Drift comes in, dominates in Pro Spec, but struggling a little bit in Pro.
But I think for yes.
Don't defend him.
I got to.
I'm not attacking him.
No, I'm not. Yeah, not taking it that way. But I think he knows where he stands, right? And he's up for the challenge, and he's appreciating everything that he's learning, and we love that. I mean, I think I want to see more transition between these worlds. I think. It's all kind of the same enthusiasm, and I know that Andy Smedegaard from ASM, he's throwing it down this weekend, and I know that he's got kind of his eyes on doing some more stuff in the drift world, and there's especially out of that camp, it's kind of the Drive 365 race every day philosophy. It's you can learn something about being faster and having fun and all these different types of things with cars, right? And I think that was one of the goals 10 years ago, was to bring these two paddocks and these two communities together and start,
You've done a great job
start building respect and crossing it over and getting road racers to be damn, that's cool. When I don't know, 10 years ago, a little bit of a different climate.
Yeah, I don't think there was a conflict, but I mean, even RIP Ken Block, he always had a hard time. He'd scratch his head. He's like, what are you, checkered, what? No, he just always had a hard time with drifting and the subjectiveness of it.
Yeah.
But when you kind of remove that, not subjectiveness of it, but Thorne was like, all right, I respect this, and I think that the driving prowess and learning that razor's edge, it does complement a road racer's acumen, right?
Yes.
So I think Thorne going over there and, like you said, jumping the rope, saying like, hey, I'm going to go do this, and I can still do this. You could still be a vert skateboarder and be a street skateboarder.
That's right.
Maybe you have a better acumen in a particular area, but as long as you have that prowess and that competition, I think it's good. So I love that he's kind of, carrying this torch because he is a good wheelman. He's raced McLarens. He's raced some amazing vehicles, and just humbling himself, saying, hey, got this BMW, we're going to dial it in, and he did just that in Pro Spec. Coming over to Pro, I talked to him in Atlanta, he says, I'm just trying to figure it out. And the temperature changes, going from here to there, now with going Pro Spec to Pro, Spec tire, narrower tire, now you got this big boy. How are you going to handle it?
Right.
How are you going to manage it? I am seeing Ryan Turco out there. I'm seeing Rad Dan.
Looks like we're getting the last of the boneyard from the TLTC race coming in.
S2Ks.
I want to shout out SFP real quick. One, Emmy Award-winning stream team. So applause there, and we're hearing a little bit of what? Oh yeah, Grammy. Right. Yeah, we're hearing a little bit of some new sound work. They've got new microphones around the track, so we're hearing more car audio, picking up a little bit of the stage. So like, just dialing the stream in more and more every time.
Specialty Field Productions, SFP, Matt Johnson, and the boys. There's too many to rattle off, but Hobo and you got Will Rogie, you got the Cotto kids.
Yep.
So much talent. So thank you so much to SFP for being an instrumental part of spreading the Grid Life love. Because
100%.
Here we are. You might be in your living room in Canada right now, and you're like, oh man, it looks really hot there. I'd like to go there. Look at Swan and his jorts. He looks great. Looks like he's from Europe.
Yeah.
Looks like he's from I don't know, Bosnia or something.
Right.
I don't know.
Well,
look at focus in on those. Look at those calves. Oh my gosh, those calves. You got Cone.
There's a pretty big drift scene in Europe.
Oh, massive.
So.
What? Just the jorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some wild jorts that I've seen over my years of going over there for either Gymkhana Grid or even most recently Nitro Cross. Some multi-pocketed jorts. Distress.
Yeah. It's no
patches.
It's no secret to people that know me that I'm like pretty big into music. I'm a big Deadhead Fish fan.
Fish boy.
The amount of cargo pockets at a Fish and a Dead show, you can stash a lot of items. I think we sat just after show watching and counting all the cargo pockets and it was
so many pockets.
You got 12 pockets per pair times each person. It's a lot of pockets in that venue.
No, the pickpockets dream. Like a guy's like, oh,
no, wait, they're zipped up.
Oh, no.
Locked down.
You leave them open. Oh, look at that. Looking for a miracle. That's what it is. They're looking for a miracle, looking for that. Oh, we're starting to wave, baby. Let's go. Self-induced. Come on. Let's go.
Yeah, the PA system here.
There it is. Keep it going. Yo, past the Momo, the FCP Euro, into the... I've seen a lot of fishnets here today. Little Wookiee vibe, but little fishnet vibe.
Well, we're talking about kind of the Grid Life is a festival, right?
Yep.
So it's and just like Lost Lands is an EDM festival that's wrapped in a dinosaur theme, So we're a festival wrapped in authentic car culture,
That's right.
So we're cross-pollinating and showing people that might have just a little bit of car curiosity, what this is all about,
Yeah, it's a music festival wrapped in tire debris.
Yes. Entire
petrol and 10W30.
Yes.
All right, here we go. The RTR boys back at it again. James Dean out front of that AutoZone Mustang RTR Spec 5 FD. Chelsea Denofa, the Pennzoil BC Racing RTR Spec 5 FD. And finally, Von Gittin Jr. joined us here Saturday. He was yesterday in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Monster Energy Nitto Tire Ford Performance Mustang RTR Spec 5 FD.
I did not rattle that off. Here we go.
James the Machine Dean, 3-time champion. Got a Chelsea sandwich here and 2-time champion. Split season of FD this year. Him and Adam LZ could not join us. Let's obviously fly the RTR flag. Oh, look at Vaughn sweating Chelsea. What do you think? Did you go talk to James yet?
I haven't gone down there yet. I'm gonna go chat with him.
Yep.
I'm real stoked that he came out. I've met him once or twice. But he does events all over the world.
Yep.
I'd love to kind of hear his take on what we put together. Our little humble West Michigan,
You say humble, but like it's a great draw, man. The vibe, the energy of all the fans and everybody coming out here, and you could be a music fan and be like, oh, cool, that car's cool, and then you could be like, oh, I'm a car guy, and be like, I've never heard of Subtronics, but now I like it.
No, I mean, and that's what like. We just talk about festivals in general, right?
Yep.
Music or otherwise, it's all about discovery, right? And like creating moments and being like, oh, I'm into this, didn't know, or that's cool. And I don't think, I mean, maybe somebody, but like, you're not going to see this, happening around turn 1 next to your campsite and be like, that's stupid.
Those guys are dumb.
I mean, yeah, you might, but
that's the likelihood of that is 0 to none.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
What I'm gonna say. By the way, the Ultimaniac, how insane is that car? It looks like a video game, an RC car in real life.
Yeah, it's, I mean, absolute, phenomenal build by everything coming out of, the CFR camp. Every time, they put their mind to something, come up with a concept, and like nail it. And this is like a prime example. It's an Ultima, the most dangerous car on the road.
It is a 4-door sports car.
Yeah.
That was the branding back in the Ultima.
Yeah, I mean, so we talk about like different types of cars in Chicago that are pretty high threat. It used to be Buicks, the Sabres,
Dodge Chargers,
yeah,
Challengers.
Challengers. As those things fade away, the Ultima's really raised up. So like, you're cruising into the city, coming from the south side. You see, some loose suspension and a bouncy light. Sometimes an Ultima, yeah, almost every
or an
time.
Acura Legend.
Yeah, I mean, just blasting that left lane. So true to form.
Yeah, it's Ultima.
It's also like we were talking about this. That's one of the fastest cars out here. It's set up for
1,000.
drift, but like, like in comparison, time attack cars, like you set that thing up for grip. I wonder what it could do.
Yeah, great segue there. Drift versus grip. What's the intention there?
So yeah, I mean, I think the drift versus grip is really intended to kind of highlight and showcase. And really bring everything that we have together in like kind of this parade of, like car shows. You're looking at cars, we turn cars on, and we move them.
Not static.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to see the artwork move.
Yeah, so that's the idea. It's like everything that GridLife does all at once.
Where's the t-shirt cannon? We need a t-shirt cannon.
You have no idea what I'm
are
working
you
on.
working on it?
So, all right.
Breaking news. Oh, who's that? Is that Turk?
I think it was
turkey leg.
Yeah.
Oh,
He'll get back on and catch up. Watch.
Yeah, here's Rat Daniel. Radical Daniel.
Chrome just gleaming.
All right, so breaking news. Chris Stewart, what do we got?
All right, so I'm good friends with Kurt from Flosstradamus.
Yep.
So all of the stage props that they used for all their tours are in Chicago. He's got to get rid of them. He's got some t-shirt cannons in that pack. He's got some other cool stuff. I've always wanted to put a t-shirt cannon on a drift car, just like one of those pivoting, weighted cameras. And as it rips by turn 1, pop, 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 right into the crowd.
Yes, there it is.
Look for that. GridLife 2024.
Midwest
Drift
Fest.
t-shirt cannon.
Yo.
I'm promising it. I'm committing to it.
Drift cannon. You heard it here first, kids. 2024. Cotton coming at you 100 miles per hour with a drift car going sideways. Don't drop the baby.
Yeah,
the t-shirt versus the baby, save the baby.
Also, don't dive over the fence out of the track to get the shirt.
It's a t-shirt, kids. You got more. You got more. Do not drop the baby. Don't hurt anybody while grabbing that t-shirt.
I mean, it's amazing how wild people will go for something free falling from the ceiling.
Oh my gosh. It's the Phoenix Suns. They have like this Gatling gun where you get spins around. It's insane. Yeah. Maybe the Bucks. I think the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah, at the Grand Rapids Griffins, minor league hockey team, they used to drop hot dogs from a blimp. So,
so you're saying there's a chance we get the Glizzy Goodyear blimp? It's the Glizzy dog?
I mean, yeah. If that foil didn't hold, it got, real sloppy.
Yeah, oh boy. You got Glizzies from the sky, waving side to side. Heck yeah. Dude, I mean, any sort of tube-shaped meat coming out of a blimp or a cannon. Let's do Glizzy Cannon.
Oh man!
Hot dogs being shot out.
They might have shot him out of a cannon too. I mean, that would be Matt from SFB. He loves an encased meat. So like he was just when we were over here before this stream started, he was slicing up some yard of beef from Menards.
Oh.
So like.
Menards is a retail store for those that don't know.
Yeah, so Menards is a Midwest, like kind of a Home Depot, but they've got all the things you need to like build a house, but they also have like cheese balls and summer sausage and other types of things at the checkout. So like the impulse buy, you never know what you're going to walk out of, you know, at Menards.
When you're building, you know, a outdoor patio, and sometimes you just need to grab a yard of beef, right as featured right here. So coming at you, the sausage gun. Yeah. Next grid. Oh, are you gonna take it out? Are you gonna pull out your sausage?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this tag so we can really see the. You know.
Can you focus in on the girth of this?
Yeah, I mean.
Of this sausage. This is good sausage.
You gonna take a slice?
Oh, slice. I don't have a knife.
Oh, here.
Oh, you got a knife? No. See? You know what we're gonna do?
Oh no. Oh no.
Right there.
Yeah. We got a knife. Bite. You see, now you're stuck. You got to take this whole slice, right?
That's mine. That's my slice.
It is your slice. I'm gonna give you a big boy here.
All right.
We're slicing up sausages. We're out here at GRIDLIFE.
This is oh my gosh. Again, the girth on this summer sausage.
Man, there you go.
There it is.
Sausages.
Yeah. So
there's all types of snacks here. I didn't bring any. I mean, I got this sausage. We got this banana. It's getting weird.
I feel
it's getting weird.
Like we got popsicles, pickles.
Yeah.
All phallically shaped food.
Cat 5 cables. It's a mix of things going on.
Got some Founders IPA. Shout out to Founders.
Yeah.
They didn't give us anything.
West Michigan shout out.
Yeah. But I do want to send a shout out to Hyundai. How great is that activation, man? The Hyundai N. Never just drive. Hyundai did a great job activation.
Yeah, Hyundai really stepped up this year. They came out to Midwest last year, you know, just to kind of test the waters, and you know, they everyone was really receptive. They're doing some awesome stuff with the N line, you know, and like really speaking to the enthusiasts with like everything that they're doing. And they, you know, we've got a pace car that they gave us for the year, a little lease, the Elantra N, and I'm daily driving it now.
Really?
Yeah, it is a great car. Super impressed with it. Good road trip car, great in the city, such a fun blaster. It's like real reminiscent of like, you know, all the kind of cars and the soul of like
that space.
You know, the space that we grew up in,
yeah.
You know, and like what got us into this industry. So like, you know, they're really like looking at what an enthusiast driver wants. And
good price point as well.
100%.
Yeah.
Like,
it's finding that sweet spot because let's just call it what it is. You and I grew up as Honda guys. That's where you kind of cut your teeth first.
Yeah,
you talk about Honda Fest here.
That's the gateway drug.
Yeah,
you know?
but now it's spawned into, okay, here's Hyundai who says, hey, let's acknowledge, because some of the, you know, Dustin's out there in a Civic Type R. That's an expensive car. I'm just going to call it what it is.
Yeah.
You know, moderately priced, but Hyundai coming in and saying, hey, here's a N. You know, here's this performance line of an entry-level vehicle that maybe my son could be excited about. 16-year-old. You know,
100%.
I'm a truck guy. I like cars, but you know, I'm a big dude, so I need a little more room. But overall, as you said, great compliment to the aftermarket as well. So you got to think about the aftermarket, exhaust, intake. You know, you got to think about sausage, the yard of beef. You know, I mean, Chris is really excited about yard of beef.
There's Matt calling you out.
Matt, oh, because I took a bite out of your yard. I stole your yard of beef. Matt, our director, again, the trusty leader of the SFP.
So if there's one thing I know about Matt, I've known Matt for well over a decade and a half. One of my best friends in the world on multiple fronts. You just don't mess with his food.
I don't know if you heard me earlier. I told Cerise, there's a whole crafty room behind this camera that we're being filmed on. You don't touch their food.
You don't touch the snacks.
You're gonna lose a finger. Like if you go bite into something, they're like, nope, you're dead.
Yeah, I mean, Matt's real protective of the
Super
snacks.
particular about snacks, crafties, catering. It's like clockwork. I saw him earlier. He was whipping around his one wheel with catering in his hand.
Oh yeah, I mean, well,
very talented.
I think you know, it's one of the secrets to like you know, a good gelling team is keeping them fed with the snacks. You
Absolutely,
know?
water, food, restrooms. Just call it like it is.
Yeah. Basic needs.
Sunscreen, big commodity out here. We are seeing blister factory.
Yeah,
it's gonna go down.
We got some red calves. And
oh boy, yeah. My man Scab's just out of shot here. I'm looking at him. Oof, bro.
You know, like he's just sitting on one leg and then one leg burned. You know, like uneven tans going on.
Is that Third Eye Blind? With one? No, that's that's Wallflowers.
Yeah,
with one headlight.
That might be 311.
No. Amber's the color of your energy too.
Yeah. They've got other songs, I think.
I know. No, that's it. Just 311 whenever they play. They just sing Amber. That's all they do.
I think they're still crushing it secretly.
311?
Yeah, I think
it's
they're
kind of like Sublime.
Yeah, just
Like
secretly selling out everywhere, you know?
Yeah.
Like
them and Smash Mouth. But the singer of Smash Mouth kind of got canceled, right?
He canceled himself as far as
I've seen according to news. Yeah.
I think he got hit with a loaf of bread.
Oh yeah.
On stage.
Hey, when are we getting the only thing really missing here is a tattoo fest, bro? Like when are you?
We've talked about that. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it always ends up a little bit lower on the it's at the top of the priority list, and then as other things like start to pile up, I forget about it. But yeah, I mean, I would get inked at a GRIDLIFE.
I'm waiting. I mean,
yeah, I know you would. Yeah, I know you would.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
I text Forsberg. We want to get Hall & Oates tattoos. I'm trying to make
who's
it
gonna
happen.
be Hall? Who's gonna be Oates?
I think I'm more of a Daryl guy. He's more of an Oates guy.
Okay, yeah, Oates is the glue. So you know.
Well, there's the ampersand too. Who gets the ampersand?
I'll take it.
You get the and. You get the and symbol. All right, here we go. The track is hot. So are these drifters. So is the weather. Chris Stewart, Jordan B, Jared Dean up there in the booth. Looks like Dylan, the Joe's Reviews, Rad Dan, JTP, getting all up in RTR, James Dean. Is that turn 1 and 2 you talked about emphatically there, Chris? Dylan up there, see turn 3. Kind of a hard 90, isn't it? No, it's just shy of a 90, about a 75-degree. That turn.
What? Turn 3?
Turn 3.
Pretty hard 90. Actually bends back in a little bit. So.
There it is. So 3, yeah, there it is. So there, great segue. 3 into 4. There's bleachers up there around that big sweeper up there as well.
Here we go. I think we're into taxi sessions now, so we're talking about traffic.
You'll talk about traffic?
I saw a time attack car out there. I thought.
Yeah. Well, I saw Dustin. I know Dustin W of Legends. He is over in the Advanced Auto Parts booth. He had a hard off, messed up the front of his car. So he's been thrashing all day to get it back on. Really bummed and devastated. So he's getting the car dialed up back in. Oh, look at this. Look at the RTR boys joined by Reese Conklin. Again, the 16-year-old in that E36. So you got James Dean, Chelsea Nova, Vaughn Kent Jr., 16-year-old fun haver, E36 driver, Reese Conklin. Where are they going?
They're going on turn 10A.
Okay.
Yeah.
Old?
The old track.
They just hit Rainbow Road.
Yeah, they just hit Rainbow Road.
Okay.
I didn't even know we had that opened up, but shortcut.
You don't tell James Dean and Vaughn what to do. You do is you just take that summer sausage and you bite right into it.
Slam it down.
That's what you do. Track is hot. Rad Dan. Looking forward to Rad Dan coming back. He says, not goodbye. See you later. In the FD, looks like he goes off course. After this, Chris, we have sprints coming up, right?
We do.
Yeah. Battle Podium Sprint. What's the format?
All right. So we've been working really hard the last few years, kind of remixing time attack. Right. Time attack's a really exciting sport for the drivers and for the people who are into the build of the cars and the capabilities of the cars. But it's hard to understand. It's hard to understand why that car is fast or how fast it is by comparison to other things. And also there's not a lot of there can be a lot of drama, but it's not structured, right? So sometimes time attack can be won at 7 in the morning and that car can park, and you might not see it again. So the new Podium Sprint format basically kind of turns time attack into more of like an F1 style qualifying or like a bathroom style shootout. So the drivers all weekend, they've been running qualifying sessions to try and get into the Podium Sprint. The Podium Sprint takes the top 5 cars from each class and then sets it up so that they get 1 lap on their own to lay it down. So they get 2 flyers, and that 2 flying laps, and that's the time that sets the podium. So you could be first coming into the sprint. You don't run consistent. You kind of slip up.
It's not an average. You're just saying it's just one and done.
No, it's not the average. You get two flyers, right? Okay, and then the best time there. So things can reset, and then it ends up being, you just have that drama to speak about, right? And everything matters. Every moment matters. Every lap matters. Every turn matters. So it really puts a lot of context into they're trying now, And before when time attack was kind of open sessions, it's a lot of times hard to tell when someone's going full send. trying to come up with another lyric for that song, but they escaped me.
Speaking of music, headliner tonight. Who the acts we seeing? Who are you excited about?
We got Wooly and Boogie T tonight. Both of those sets are going to be rippers.
Yeah?
Yeah, we've got Abel Gray. He's got a live set, so drum kit.
Really?
Yeah, kind of producing live beats
familiar.
on the spot. You know, so it's gonna be a really good show. Last night's show ripped. Subtronics, Sullivan King. So Sullivan King like kind of blends metal and dubstep, and you know, I think dubstep's kind of the metal of EDM anyway. You know, it's hard. It's got these intense drops. You know, and I don't know, every genre is kind of all about the drop, right?
Right.
You know, but yeah, so his set was awesome, and Subtronic's set was absolutely killer, and they came out early. You know,
Love their
they came out
energy.
early. What?
I love Subtronic's energy. You and I were watching. The team was watching his Insta story and saying like, dude, this is amazing. Like he was like, I want to buy a clapped out '90s Civic and put something gnarly in it. I think was the quote. I'm paraphrasing here, but he seemed to have that great energy about feeling just that energy here at GRIDLIFE.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think like these artists, you know, they see a lot of festivals, you know, and they come on stage at a lot of festivals, but they're never gonna have another festival where they come through a paddock like that, you know?
Yeah, there's a great video. I don't know if it's posted up, but I'll just tell you, it's pretty awesome of just that stance and that angle of that. Also, big act performing at the arcade, at the, I believe it's coming up now.
Yeah, it's coming up now, yeah.
Inverted.
Yeah, Inverted. So my 11-year-old Eames is throwing down a playlist right now in the arcade. So be sure if you're up in the festival grounds, you know, go show him some love. You know, I think he's got a lot of funk in there. You know, he's got like some Tetris remixes. So he's theming it out, you know.
I like it. So DJ Inverted, or is it just Inverted?
Just Inverted. Yeah.
All right, there is the ultimate. Look at throwing the horns. Forward. Love it. Absolutely. That car is so incredible. Excited.
That car.
Yeah,
Woo.
I love that thing, man. That's, I mean, the RTR-X, what Vaughn built in a 69 Ford Mustang ages ago, that's one of my favorite builds. Ultimaniac is top 5 build for me.
I didn't want the one sheet to get greasy. Sorry, I was just moving Jared's
moving my sausage.
Moving Jared's sausage.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate you know,
Yeah, just looking at
handling my sausage and make sure that the one sheet
okay.
didn't get greasy.
Just the details.
Let me hear you give a sponsor call out. Read that script there, Chris.
Coverage of GRIDLIFE Midwest is powered by Hyundai. Hyundai N, never just drive, and by Falcon, the official tire of GRIDLIFE Track Battle.
Well done.
Gunning for it, Jared.
Oh, you're gunning for my job?
No. No, I mean, I'm a pretty shy individual, I think, you know, or at least try to stay behind the curtain.
No, I think you do a good job, and just as I always say, and I was telling Cerise, and you know, she's kind of cutting her teeth into the announcing thing, and as my son is getting hired by a few different companies, including Hot Wheels that we just spoke of, it's just about being authentic, you know, be honest, be humble, under promise, over deliver, and do you. Mm-hmm. That authenticity will reign supreme. Yep. Nobody can question you on something, and don't act like you know everything, because you don't.
Definitely don't.
And that's a father thing, and that's also an announcer. For 20 years I've been doing this stuff.
I definitely don't.
Derek Madison, D-Mad's out here, Fuel Lab Technology. Saw him in his S chassis. Who's that? I haven't seen Simba out here.
Simba's actually at there's another event going on in Chicago. I think Clean Culture homies are throwing one of their events, which has a little skid pad jammer, and I think he got tapped to help set that up. So I think they're out back in Chicago. But yeah. Shout out to Club FR and shout out to Club FR and all the Chicago homies, you know, like good buds of ours.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, you know, like that's the scene, right? Like every kind of region has their own scene, and you know, it's GRIDLIFE is the gravity around the Midwest.
Absolutely. Well, Chris, thank you so much, brother.
Absolutely.
Not just for co-announcing, but being the curator, as I say, the Willy Wonka of this chocolate factory that is GRIDLIFE. I'm Jared Deanda on behalf of Chris Stewart and Special Field Productions. Don't go anywhere. We got some more freshness coming your way here at GRIDLIFE Midwest, celebrating 10 years.
Crazy.
GRIDLIFE's been here. Yeah. So also the merch sold out, dude.
Like should have made more tees, but you can pre-order. We're gonna do another run all the Midwest Festival merch, shop.grid.life.
Perfect.
You can grab stuff now. Pre-orders are going to end at the end of next week, and then we're going to ship it all out to you.
The gear is so good. Like, there's this one. Just go to the website. Just go there now. Shop.gridlife.com. Pre-order. Get it. Thank you so much. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Send
Cheers.
It. Born on the track, bred on the mountains, raised on the podium, ready for anything and everything. Learn more about our entire line at falcontire.com.
When you come to pit road, all 4 of you stay in the car.
Hi, I'm Chris Forsberg, and I want to tell you about Valvoline's Flex-Fill Gear Oil, which is designed by car people for car people. It comes in a pouch, which is specifically made to work in tight spaces, and it saves me time versus the old pumping method, so I can focus on things like keeping my drivetrain running clean. Unlike the pump, the Flex-Fill pouch leaves no wasted oil and no wasted time. Plus, it keeps my garage nice and clean from any spills. All you gotta do is put the nozzle where you need some oil, give it a squeeze, and you're ready for the road. That's why I protect everything in my garage with Valvoline. Valvoline, trusted for over 150 years.